Racing away for our opener, shifting right. Jamarat Al-Arab from the stalls, right out to the outside of the field. Shihanat Faisal with an excellent start, flying over and getting to the lead. Shows up here for Naif Al-Anazi, that crucial early speed. Shows the way then. He's being followed early by Maestro Pro. Deem Al-Anaya's not far adrift. The leading trio already kicking clear of the main bunch. Rashid's up on the inside next in the pack and is racing in company with Nakila. Then to the outside is Jamarat Al-Arab. Back through them, the orange jacket of Zayn Line. Mustasari also got work on right out the back end as they take the turn for home. And now Deem Al-Anaya comes up sides and breezes on past, goes to the lead. Moves here in advance off Shihaniat Faisal. Maestro Pro has showed up pretty well on this latest effort, but to the front, Deem Al-Anaya is stretching away. He's clear here by 4 or 5 lengths. The pack are chasing hard, but surely they're not going to catch Deem Al-Anaya. She is going to get off the mark and in tremendous fashion. She's away from Nakila into second. They're running on Maestro Pro. Deem Al-Anaya, a little tired perhaps late on. The job is done. Deem Al-Anaya wins it well. They are off and racing. And again, from the stalls, Luffy has shifted right, interfered with Mandoob Al-Riyadh on the outside. Jasmine was slow. Nazrat Kir also right out the back end early on. Where's the pace coming from? Well, that's the Sad Al-A's, the yellow jacket up the inside. Leads up here from Inbahar, the red and white in second. Yakfek's not far away. He's just off the speed. Maybe niggled a shade on the outside. Back to the inner is Sam Galab coming through up that running rail, travelling quite powerfully. Then Luffy is deeper out on the racecourse. They race in advance of Mandoob Al-Riyadh. Out the back end at this stage, you've got Abu Gadar, who's well in trouble. Also, Jasmine struggling. And finally, Nazrat Gear. About to level for home then. Sad Al-A's being taken on and tackled now by Inbahar. Round the outside, Yakfed is now set down into the drive and is starting to pick up, but has got 2 lengths to make here as they go close home. Inside the 200, Inbahar is shifting right, drifting to the centre of the racecourse, and Yakfek is coming through strongly up the inside. Jasmine late on the scene for a place. Yakfek's going to do it, pulled it out. Yakfek has got up to win. And they are now off and racing, and down at the start, Durat Al-Ayam was really slow to go. The 2-horse completely planting and missing it. A good beginning though. Green and white colours, Deem Al-Hijaz, who's got across from a wider berth to lead. Shows up here from Mostatar, who's also flashing plenty of that early speed on debut. On their outside is Clara Rose, who got upset in the stalls, is in 3rd place and is being followed by Manea Al-Khair. Yellow and black colours to the inside is Al-Fuz, who's a further couple in advance of the nearest pursuer, which is, as they take this turning point, Wash Al-Khairat and finally Durat Al-Ayam after that terrible start. Right, Mostatar has just got to the lead here, has just edged on. Now being pushed along is Deem Al-Hijaz. On the outside of those, Manea Al-Khair looks poised to strike though, and Al-Fuz is back in 4th position, so they are levelling for the line. Heading towards the final 300 metres, and up on the inner, Mostatar just ahead, having to dig in. Manea Al-Khair is trying to get level. There's about a length between the pair. Mostatar has still got the advantage. Going inside the final 200 metres, Mostatar is finding plenty now and is moving further away close to the line. It is Mostatar to win. They are now off and racing. They are sent on their way. It's a ragged start. At the back of the field, we've lost one. Unseating the rider is Haja C. Shifted violently left and has unseated the rider. Terrible beginning for Thadir as well, who blew the start, having been restless in the gates. Not so, Ektasasi, there's a surprise. Pinged the lids, red cap, up on the rail, got the lead. Shows up early on from Kissam in second place. Also in a handy position is Sam Al Garif. And pushing forwards between rivals is Smeed, the striped jacket. Back in behind them is Wadi Al Red up the inside. Wider on the race course is Asdal, is out deep there in company with Anna Al Majid. Looking back through the field, well, Yazda's got a lot of work on. He's right out the back end with Al Jawab, as these front two are taking each other on and really putting it up to the field. Ektasasi leads up, but Kissam has come there going very sweetly the grey to the outside. Kissam has gone on in a matter of a few strides as well. Breezes on past Ektasasi for second. Sam Al Garif is back in behind those for third place as they work their way inside the 200. Oh, hello. Wandering around in front here. Kissam is shifting to the centre of the... Has Kissam got enough left in the tank? Trying to close in is Ektasasi, and flying late now is Samsum as well, and that runner is going to get on past. Drama late on. Samsum is up to win. They're off, racing away. Little bit slow, the one, Al Shiab Al Kaiser, but in general, a pretty good line here, over 1,400 meters in this local bred maiden. Ibn Al Jazeera is trying to get over and show up early. Not particularly great away, Mota Barheth, but is now beginning to pick up a bit of speed to hold a handy roll. Captain Islands bang up there as well. They're being followed by Zanad Safwa, who's up against the inside. Trying to get through on the rail is Hafi Cheetah. And not far adrift as well is Al Sahihab Al Kaiser as they go into this left-handed turn. But Mota Barheth has got to the front. Shows up now over Shahab Aleni, who's making progress. And with that one is Wakil Alanaya to the outside. They come together from what wider draws. Captain Island follows in fourth and is racing in advance of Al Shihab Al Kaiser as they make the turn into the home straight then. So Mota Barheth out in front with the advantage, but now being tackled by Wakil Alanaya. Back in behind those is Shahab Alanaya. Can Mota Barheth get home here? Right out of the clouds, it's Taf Al Badros, the one closing in, but up to the line we head, it's Mota Barheth, who's out in front and away by far, is going to win. They are now off and away, racing here for this local bred open over 1,400 meters. It was a good start from Best Al Hakem, who'd been worked up in the prelims, and he jumped away very smart. He leads up here from Daidan in second place. Taj Alaneas on the outside in third position, and then at the back of the four is Tawi Al-Baid. But he's trying to burrow through up the inside. There'll be no more than 2.5 lengths here between the four of them. It's Best Al Hakem who leads. It appears they've gone very hard as usual early on. Daidan has been off the bridle for quite a while, but is hanging on in there. On the outside is Taj Al-Anir, and then at the back is Tawi Al-Baid. It's now less than 2 lengths between the field. Stacking for home. Best Al Hakem leads the way, but is now appearing to be tackled and passed by an improving Daidan. In behind them is Taj Al-Anir. At the back of the four, Tawi Al-Baid has got plenty of ground to make up. and Dad. He was a little outpaced. He was off his hooves early on, but he hung on in there, and now he's surging right away. Dad has gone clear by 7-8 lengths. It's going to be close for second, but it's another race, the same story. They're off, racing away for this Arabian maiden over the 1400-meter trip. Haydar was the slowest to go. White sleeve jacket and black cap will be at the back end of the field. Alpha Mega got a decent start on the inside running rail, and also handy is Sajan Al-Khaladiya, the dark blue and gold combination. On the outside of those is Prokosya Al-Ashai. Market one of the fancied runners right up there on the outside in about second or third place. There's a couple of lengths away at this point in time to Haydar. Haydar's racing in advance of Jawad Al-Khaladiya. Then Jalma de Violette at the back end is Dirgam Al-Ansari. Right out the back as well is Yahim, the overall back marker. So they're about to leave the far side, taking the turn for home. Up top, it is still just Sajan Al-Khaladiya, but surely it's a matter of time. On the outside now, Prokosya Al-Ashai has come along sides and has breezed to press the leader. These two start to duel inside the final 200, and the upper hand has now tipped in the favour of Prokosya Al-Ashai, who's going to come through and is drawing away. It's away by 4 or 5. It's going to register a very easy success. That tail still aloft, but that is just the way she is. She's won it really well. They're off. Underway for this Arabian Horses Desert Bred Maiden over the 1400-meter trip. The pair of them, with the green and black jacket on the inside, Mursal Al-Khaladiya, is in company early on with Jaffa Al-Khaladiya, the white sleeves and cap. And they are together virtually stride for stride early on. So on the outer, Jaffa Al-Khaladiya is happy to apply some pressure to Mursal Al-Khaladiya. 16 seconds on the first 200 meters, 14 on the next, so they are starting to up the tempo. And it is Jaffa Al-Khaladiya and Ahmed Al-Shar on the outside of Mursal Al-Khaladiya and Luis Morales. They remain within a neck of each other, so interesting how the tactics unfold now as they take the turn for home. Of course, the inside position for Mursal Al-Khaladiya, will that be helpful once they level for the line? Jaffa Al-Khaladiya probably just noses ahead here, so heading towards the final 300. Mursal Al-Khaladiya, Jaffa Al-Khaladiya, they are still stride for stride. They are coming close together here, rushing with each other, with Mursal Al-Khaladiya shifting right now under pressure, and Jaffa Al-Khaladiya is still bang there. There is nothing between them. Mursal Al-Khaladiya just finds a little bit more near to the line. Mursal Al-Khaladiya. They're off. Runners sent on their way. They go 1,600 meters in race 9 on today's card. Pretty level start actually all across the board here. Tayyam is being taken back early on, and also towards the tail is Amirat Alasfoir, looking for some early pace. What do we got on here? In the early strides, it's going to be Kayeda up there in company with Nashiha, who's on the inside rail. To their outside is Shorwesh, who's also in a prominent role, and they're being followed by Red Shark in a combination of red and white, the colours. Ad is just behind the pace at this point in time, and an improving Azim has taken 5th position. Back to the inside of those, trying to creep closer. Azim is just trying to get there, get a little bit closer. Alpha Sem is on the inside, yellow with the blue sleeves, as they now continue their left-handed turn. Amani Al-Keel, well, work on for that one at this stage as they begin the spin for home. So they're about to spin back towards the top of the straight. Out in front then, it continues to be Kayeda with the advance. It shows up here by about a length and a half. Nashira continues to follow in second place. Looks like there's a bit of shorter racing room in behind from the back end of the field. Alric Al-Abtar is trying to pick up rivals, but they head for the final 200 here. And this leader is still powering on strongly. Kayeda is still out in front. Amani Al-Keel is really faster late on the scene, but it's surely going to be too late. It will be. It's success for Kayeda. They're off. Runners are sent away. Shifting left. Mashornage from the stalls for this 1600-meter. Coming to the end now, the first 1600 meters here, and up top on the inside, it will be the maroon Motazawi, who's in a decent position. Lasawa's not far away. Also up there is Bayrak Al Rayan as they go towards the turn. Up on the outside of horses, Mashur Nash tries to get involved as well. Looking back through to the inside, Ibn Al Krayan is trying to get closer. Kayed Al Fasan is under pressure at the back end, but will try and pick up some pieces late on, you would suspect. So Motazawi leads them for home. Shows up here over Majbruk Nash, who's come there with a good-looking run to the outside. They are followed then up the inside by the grey Mashor Nash. Back to the inside of those, Ibn Al-Qayyim is picking up now, but it's Majbrukat Nash who's gone on and gone clear. Goes away by 5 lengths here. Ibn Al-Qayyim has now taken second place. Down the outside of the field, trying to finish off, is Al-Makam Ali, but to the line, it's Mabrakut Naj, who's clear by 5, and is going to get off the mark at the 22nd attempt. Has gone on to win. They're off, racing away and planting in the stalls. King of the Night has refused to go, planted in the gates, not come out at all. A good beginning by Mota Basha. Goes forwards for Camilo Ospina, bounding on early here. Leads up from a town. Nose-banded runner, Emblem Secret is handy, really wider out to Liberation Point, and also up there towards the outside is Los Andes, the white jacket and blue cap. Al Safti is following that wave, is racing in advance of Dignity Joy now. Light blue silks in midfield is Al Mutib. Back to the tail end We've got the likes of Onfawan. Abu Shaba is also out the back as they start to take the left-handed turn. Mashmuk is another one in the rear division. Bit of a bargy match up the running rail, which affected Mukatal and Jana Aldeya. It's a four-way go up top. Motobash has been passed by a wave of three here. You've got in the center of rivals Liberation Point, but on the outer, Los Andes appears to be traveling much the best. Emblem Secret is now being scrubbed along in third place. As to the outside, Al Mutib now takes that position as they flatten out and level for the judge. Up top then, Los Andes is trying to get past Liberation Point, who's coming back again. Liberation Point putting in a big and brave effort. Los Andes got to the front, but couldn't get away, and Liberation Point keeps on responding inside the final 100. Los Andes, Liberation Point heads up and down to the line. Los Andes has just done enough. And they're off and racing. Runners sent away over 1,800 meters. An awkward beginning for Yes Mo, and is being rousted early on. Very good start by Power in Numbers, who's powering forwards. Comes right across over the top here, and it's already 3 lengths clear. Second spot is with Dahi. Improving is Riyadh, the blue cap in between horses. Back to the inner, ready to connect, is in company with Yes Mo, as Power in Numbers has breezed over to the rail. Smooth stuff so far. Looking at Oshik, while wider out the green cap, deeper on the race course, is racing about 6 or 7 wide. Mamlak's back through the field at this stage in company with Mudhim and also Omniat. So Power in Numbers in front, still shows up by about a length. Has had a pretty easy time of it on the sharp end, it would appear. Second spot then with the blue cap of Riyadh. On the outside of those is Dahi, and even deeper Oshik. Ready to connect continues to follow with Mamlak as they now start to wind up the gallop. They're about to swing for home, and up top Power in Numbers has got plenty breathing down his neck. Power in Numbers will need to find more. Up there, Riyadh goes well. To the outside, Oshik. Between horses is Dahi. There's 4 here within a length of each other. A right battle up the home straight coming up, and it's Oshik over the top and to the lead. Oshik goes on, goes past Dahi. Power in Numbers has kept plugging away up the inside, but it's Oshik in the clear and away by 5. Oshik for back-to-back wins. Another one for the White Stables. Oshik has run out a wide margin victor of the last.